Hello there, welcome back to the Sports Show. My name is Ryan. This week we got important news with the Eagles, Sixers, Flyers, and one more Black History Month athlete. So let's just jump right on into it. Starting things off with the Eagles, Wentz, get him out of here.
Get out! Get out!
So he has gone to the Colts, and in return the Eagles get two picks. One is a third rounder and one is a conventional second round. Ryan, what the heck does conventional mean? It means if Wentz plays 75% of his snaps, or if Wentz plays 70% of his snaps and the Colts make the playoffs, then that second round pick actually becomes a first round pick. So is this good? Well, I don't really know. I mean, it could be good, but it's going to rely on the Eagles' drafting skills, which in years past has not been that great.
With the 57th pick of the 2019 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select J.J. Arcega-Whiteside.
Anyways, now we have to move on over to the Sixers. Within the same week, both Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid each had their career high points, but they only had 2 wins to show for it. Both wins happened to be at home, and both losses happened to be on the road, which is not really an uncommon trait for the Sixers. One of those losses was during the first game against the Raptors, which kind of stunk because the Sixers don't really play the Raptors that well, and it just adds to their losing streak, which, yes, does include that playoff Game 7 triple doink. I don't even want to mention it. And as for that game Tuesday night against the Raptors, well, as we're recording, this game hasn't happened yet, but as we're releasing it, it will. So post-editing Ryan will put it right here. So what can you look forward to this week for the Sixers? Well, they'll be playing the Mavericks on Thursday, and then they'll be playing the Cavaliers on Saturday, as well as the Pacers on Monday. So heading on over to the Flyers, some of their best players have not been playing due to COVID, and that is directly related to why the Flyers have lost both of their games coming off of their long hiatus. The only good news for them is they were able to get a point in the Rangers game due to this last-minute goal.
Trey, the shot off the body, what? Up the other side, they score! They score!
He falls it in and scores. There's the chance there. Lindgren going to stick on it. There's Farabee to push that puck over the line.
And in typical Flyers fashion, they would lose in the shootout, which stinks, and then following that game, they were playing at Lake Tahoe against the Bruins, who we've just been awful against, and everything was going well in the first period, but then in the second period, everything fell apart, and by that point, the game was pretty much over. And due to the Flyers not getting a lot of points, they have fallen all the way down to the 4th place in the Eastern Division, and it could even be the 5th by the time this video airs. Now, not all is lost for the Flyers. I mean, because the Eastern Division is rather competitive, all they really need is a few points to get right back into it, and they can do that tonight as they face the Rangers, Saturday and Sunday as they face the Sabres, or Tuesday as they face the Penguins. And final thing to go over is this week's Black History Month player, and I want to do football, so why not go with Walter Payton. Playing for over a decade for the Chicago Bears, Walter had an incredible career, which included him winning Super Bowl 20. And in 1977, he was the NFL MVP, the Offensive Player of the Year, and the Man of the Year. He made the first team All-Pro 7 times, and he made the Pro Bowl 9 times. He was also eventually added to the NFL 100th anniversary all-time team, and for his career NFL statistics, he had over 16,000 rushing yards and well over 100 rushing touchdowns. Off the field, Walter was also incredible, helping to establish the Walter Payton Foundation, whose mission is to take an active role in helping those less fortunate to find stability while providing positive opportunities needed to live their lives with dignity and pride. In the final times before Walter passed, he was able to use his platform along with his rare disease in order to spread awareness about organ donations, which would not only just help him, but also help others. To remember his legacy, the NFL not only put him in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but they also renamed the Man of the Year Award to the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award. So that is why I chose Walter Payton for this week's Black History Month player, and that is all we have time for this edition of the Great Valley Sports Show. Make sure you tune in the next Wednesday where we'll be getting more Sixers action as well as more Flyers action, but until then, goodbye!